You are listening to the Self-Trust Solution Podcast with Dawn Leday, episode number 76. Welcome back. Today's episode, we're visiting how to hold high expectations without losing trust. This episode is for anyone who finds themselves disheartened when things don't go as planned, whether it's a personal goal or a standard you set for yourself or others. Let's redefine how we approach expectations and foster a trust-filled journey toward our goals. We'll take a look at the relationship between expectations and trust, how unmet expectations can lead to that loss of trust, both in ourselves and others. We'll look at audacious expectations and trial and error and the relationship between the two. We'll also look at how you can reframe the aftermath and avoid the negative self-judgment that can often follow an unmet expectation. Are you ready to overcome procrastination for good and take control of your goal success? Join me for a free masterclass where we'll tackle the root causes of goal stagnation and unlock the keys to unstoppable follow-through. Get actionable tools and insights you need to conquer procrastination and achieve your goals with confidence. Don't let procrastination and self-sabotage hold you back any longer. Secure your spot now and take the first step towards unstoppable progress. Secure your spot and overcome procrastination for good at theselftrustcoach.com/self-talk. When we set expectations for others and they don't meet them, we often feel disappointed and trust can begin to wane. The same thing happens with self-expectations. Each time we set a goal and don't meet it, we risk chipping away at our own self-trust. Unfortunately, this is an all too common response that can be very damaging if not addressed. The key is to explore whether the problem lies in the actions of the meeting or not meeting the expectation or the expectations themselves. And you might be surprised to hear that often it's neither. So when it comes to expectations, the common advice is to manage our expectations or lower our expectations to avoid disappointment. However, I think very opposite. I propose that we should instead hold on to and even deliberately reach for audacious expectations. The crucial part is in how we handle the process and the outcomes. So first, we want to hold the expectation firm. We want to believe in achieving this expectation, but we want to hold it also lightly, the how lightly. Allowing for trial and error is essential. When we hold it so firm that this is the high audacious expectation that I have, and don't allow for there to be some nuances to it, then we risk seeing it as a failure that is a lost cause instead of a learning experience. So we want to allow for those trial and errors. We want to be willing to be wrong about what it takes and how long. That part is so crucial. We don't have to adjust the expectation necessarily. It's the how. It's the how long it will take. And we want to remember that each attempt is a learning opportunity, giving more information about what it takes. It's not a reflection on whether we're capable of it or not. That never changes. It's just, what will it actually take? Because we can meet our high expectations, but it often requires perseverance and numerous iterations, which means we need to normalize the effort, not resist it, not make it mean that something's gone wrong, just because the timing or the how isn't going exactly as we expected. But we also have to create a safe space for decision making, because the decision to continue striving or to stop shouldn't be influenced by fear or self-judgment. It should be a supportive choice made deliberately and with confidence. Creating a safe space to make these decisions fosters self-trust. We need to support our decisions, whether they are to keep pushing forward or to pause. Because the truth is, we can only really know what it takes to reach those expectations en route to them. We can't know exactly. We can have a good idea. We can have our best guess, our best hypothesis of what it's going to take to meet those expectations. And yet, we can't account for everything that's going to happen along the way, what we're going to learn about ourselves, about what it takes. So it's on this path of trial and error that we learn more about what it looks like. And that's the perfect place to decide whether to keep moving or not. It's not to decide before when you're not sure. So have the high audacious expectation. Go after it. Start the trial and error process, and then give yourself the ability to make a decision once you have more information about what it really takes to get there. When we don't meet our expectations, the aftermath doesn't have to mean something negative about us. It's only a problem if we make it so. We decide to have them, we decide to have the expectations, and we can decide to release them, adapt them, build on them, all based on what we learn through the trial and error process. And it doesn't mean that we're any less capable. It means that we're more informed. And that's what we want to give ourselves in order to make the best decisions for us. So we can grow self-trust through expectations. High expectations are not inherently problematic. In fact, they drive us often towards growth and achievement. What matters is how we interpret and react to our progress and setbacks. Viewing them through a lens of growth and opportunity can actually enhance our self-trust. By not letting unmet expectations dictate our self-worth or capability, we preserve and even enhance our self-trust. What will you take away from today's episode? My goal is for you to maintain your high expectations without compromising your self-trust. Remember, lean into having them. Lean into having high expectations, audacious expectations. Allow yourself to set those audacious goals and live into them. Don't be afraid to aim high. Incorporate supportive decision-making. Create a safe space to decide your next step. Support your choices. Whether you continue, choose to pause, or anything in between. Reframe setbacks. See unmet expectations as part of the journey. Use them as learning experiences rather than judgments against your abilities. Maybe even use them as proof of your willingness to try and make the best decisions for you. It's proof that you know how to make good decisions for yourself based on what you learn along the way. By changing our relationship with expectations and decisions, we can build and sustain self-trust while pursuing our most ambitious goals. Here's to your journey of high expectations and unwavering self-trust. Thank you for joining me today on the Self-Trust Solution Podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to leave a review. This helps me reach new listeners, continue to create content, and brings me so much joy in my mission to help you create self-trust fueled goal success. Join us next week for episode number 77. Thanks for tuning in and have a trust-filled week. Are you ready to finally achieve your goals with a simple and effective approach? Join the Self-Trust Lab, our 3E success method to streamlined goal success will help you shift limiting beliefs, build a solid goal strategy, and create a roadmap for infallible follow-through. With master-level coaching and personalized guidance, you'll apply these tools and methods to make your goal success inevitable. You'll learn to overcome obstacles, make strategic adjustments, and celebrate every win along the way. Don't miss out on this opportunity to transform your life and how you go after your goals. Sign up today at theselftrustcoach.com/the Self-Trust Lab. See you inside.